Hi, beautiful Gemini. How are you? Happy June. This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your June 2017 Soul Tarot reading. I'm really excited about your reading this month. There's a lot going on. The readings have been the true deep amounts of shift and change for every sign this month. So I'm really eager to see what's happening for you, because you last month were overcoming obstacles. Remember that? And, obstacles in the exterior part of your life, and along with obstacles on the inside. And so right on the top, on the spirit energy section of this reading, we see the dialogue of skill. So I'm going to jump in. Before I forget, I'm sorry. My name is Mary Ellen. If you are new to the channel, I am a clairvoyant, and I started my YouTube journey in late January this year, prompted by Spirit to come to YouTube and begin to help disseminate messages, because there is a significant amount of shift and change, and I'm definitely seeing it in the readings. So my tarot readings are very different than the usual fare. It's really about the progress of your soul, and each reading month on month builds upon the message from the prior month. So I very highly encourage you to take a little bit of time. If this resonates with you, go backward and look at some of the readings. In February, I did 2 readings for the eclipse season, and Spirit continues to forward and build upon the energy that came through the portals that opened at that time. That's what I was told. So please check them out, because the foundation of these readings always and also, says Spirit, always and also, based on what happened in those moments. And going forward, we are all being prepared for the next eclipse season that is coming in August. So, last month, your outcome was this beautiful joining of energies with Spirit. And it was about having this adventure and developing the ability to overcome obstacles in an artful way, rather than using arguments and battles and deceit. And we saw some indications there that that you were attempting to shift and change that energy for yourself, and you were able to do it through some communication with Spirit. There was a moment in this section, which is about the bridge. This is your human journey, and what this energy, giving light to this reading and theme, spiritual theme, sets the pathway. And so last month, you, in this bridge card that takes you from the human realm to the spirit journey that you're having as a result of your human walk, there was a very intense card here. It was the quest of skill, and it was about regestating. And we saw the sacred womb and all the sacred spirit animals that are accompanying you across. And there was a new foundational set point, the foundation of the ancients, standing with the ancients as a foundation in your life, because you're moving in that direction, building skills and coming more deeply into your spiritual set point. Spirit's saying, and sort of throwing off the negative mantle of humanity that we learn because of our social set point through our societies. So, you know what? Someone's at my door. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. It's funny. I lead a fairly solitary existence by choice, and people just don't come and knock on my door very often. And every month when I sit down to do the readings, there's something about the energy of that, and people come to the door. It makes me laugh now. So, jumping back in. Here you are in the center of your reading with Spirit, having a sacred dialogue about what happened last month in order to guide you forward and deeper into that journey of development, is what I'm getting from Spirit. So the dialogue of skill, I can't remember if you've seen this card. However, it's, again, it's a youthful card. It's a number 2. You're building new skills. You're walking on this new path. Spirit says, thank you for that, for being willing, because, it takes time and effort. An internal, you know what? It's funny. What's coming? Internal combustion. Spirits, what the message is trying to come through is, sort of burning away the old and allowing something new to take root and take fire inside of you. So Merlin, sacred wizard, lots of battles, lots of experiences, came through his life to old age. He began to have, what we would kind of call dementia. He was, I think, he was a little bit dissociated because he was so exhausted, and began to sort of wander around, unable to be in his power, unable to really know himself. And it was a sacred oracle from the tribe that heard about this, and went and found him, and with love and care, put his arm around him, and told him all the things that he had forgotten about himself, and his power, and his ability, and his purpose, in order to help him find his way back to himself, transformed in a new set point. So there's a lot of love. Spirit says, this is a very loving message for you. Spirit wants, I don't know why this is important, but Spirit wants to make sure you are not being criticized. You are being loved and held, because this is your destiny, is to walk through this kind of a journey while you develop as a person and as a spirit being. That is why you are here. So Spirit is accompanying you in this very gentle, loving way, because you are remembering yourself. So, interesting. Again, this is a continuation of what you started last month. Here in the center of your reading, this is about your human journey. This is the spirit journey, giving light and energy and theme to this reading. And here you are, sitting in the center, still contemplating the adventure of battle. This is King Arthur. It's interesting how these things go together. This is King Arthur's cousin. They're playing this game. It's kind of like chess, okay? And it's a tactical game. And in the background, each of them had a real army. And when they moved the pieces around the board, this battle was literally taking place in another way, in another place. Clearly they're sitting in this beautiful field. These birds are fighting, and one of them is wounded at the heart chakra. That's King Arthur. This is aligned with this person, because this person, whose face we cannot see, is cheating. And King Arthur sits here with this protective body language, looking very concerned about the adventure that's happening through this battle. You see the two of them sitting there? King Arthur's kind of going, what? What are you doing? He loves them. They're cousins. They're supposed to be playing a game, but he's well aware that there's some hijinks going on. And in the story, this person, he actually asked him, he said, stop it. On multiple occasions, he said, please stop that. He wouldn't do it. He just was in a cheeky mood. There was something going on inside of him. And he was having the experience of dominance. That's what Spirit is telling me. And really enjoying it. And so he was willing to bring to his cousin a heart chakra wounding. Isn't that interesting? Well, you can fight with King Arthur if you want. If that's the path you want to choose. But here's what happened. King Arthur got frustrated and said, that's enough of that. And he used his power to, some magic happened within the game, and he just crushed this guy's arm. He just crushed it, obliterated it in the background, and, kind of got up and walked away and said, don't treat me that way. So, the adventure of battle, and we were talking about it last month, you had some obstacles in your path. And so this month I think we're talking about the strategy with which we do life and the things that we encounter, the ways we protect ourselves, and how that brings change to us because you see his passion is there in his cloak, but he's got this blue garment. Something inside of him is changing at the heart chakra. So let's find out. That's very interesting. Let's see what's here. Look, wow, that's significant change. All right, so continuing from this idea about the strategy of battle and how to approach life, if you will. This is a warrior. This is the warrior of art. And so, you know, here we're talking about war and literal armies. And here, this is a very powerful warrior. And I want you to notice, no shoes. Absolutely having been transformed. Do you see the purity and the energy that's emanating off this person? They have been through a profound transformation through a portal. Interesting, Spirit's nudging me to say, see what I told you? So, this is the sacred tomb portal in at Newgrange in Ireland. It is more than 5,000 years old. And once a year, on the winter solstice, I have no idea, like the pyramids, how did they figure that out? How in heaven's name did that come about, right? So this person has been through that portal, and Spirit is saying you are having this type of experience as you walk and learn this new strategy about how to do life and how to meet battle. So once a year, they're on the solstice, at winter solstice, if the sky is not clouded over, there is a shaft of light that penetrates through a narrow opening and illuminates the internal chamber. Other than that, this place is completely plunged in darkness all the time. So I don't know how those people figured that out, but Spirit wanted me to tell you that. It's about this experience that you're having. There is a shaft of light that is coming into the deepest part of you to illuminate that which needs to be seen. In order that you have this experience. That's the phrase that's coming through. So Spirit is working with you on a very deep level. Very deep. A sacred dialogue about the skill of doing life. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Okay, you know what? Gemini, it's on. It's beautifully on. This is very profound. Now, this for me now, this has really shifted. Very serious. Spirit is very serious about releasing you. This is about battle. That's the elopement of battle. Look at that. You see, there you are. Look who's with you. That is the sacred shaman. Your spirit journey has been, you know, so a lot coming through, sorry. This is a golden rope that the sacred bird puts around it in order to encapsulate this situation that you are in. Birds, hawk, those kinds of raptors have very high sacred vision. And so, deep out in the universe, in this deep quiet place, that's what this portal message is about. That's what I'm understanding now. This is what's happening. This is who the Spirit says, this is your true identity. Coming through these portals, and here you are. Spirit wants me to show you the movie. See? You are in the center of the dream chamber with the sacred shaman, having this incredible dialogue with Spirit. I'm sorry, there's glare. Let me see if I can fix this. There's a little bit of glare coming off the window because the light is changing. Do you see? Something astounding is happening. Spirit is, here's what I'm getting. Literally telling you, it's time, babe. I'm hearing it literally just like, you know, sometimes Spirit speaks in words that are, they come through into my mind that, you know, clearly it's sort of not typical everyday speech. And sometimes it's just slang. The slang of the vernacular is what Spirit's saying, and it's very funny. So, there's a lightheartedness. So what Spirit is saying is, even though this is serious business, you're just kind of being like a good friend would come and say, hey, I have something to tell you. Let's talk. It's like that. Okay? So, and here's what it's about. Warriorship, strategy, the battles of life, and the way you are transforming as you continue to deepen your relationship and your spiritual energetic set point. Because last month, remember, you had this right here at the bridge card, regestating. So, you are being awakened and released. This entire scene is bathed in intense golden light. This is a net positive. You are being prompted by the sacred shaman to awaken some part of you that continues to slumber. And as you are in this dream chamber, this sacred portal, you are dreaming the dreams of your soul. I'm getting a little choked up now. And that happens for me when I know I've touched on the center point that Spirit wants to talk with you about through me. There is a lot of emotion here, so much love, the love of compassion, the love of your truth are the words that are coming through from Spirit. The truth of your being, the truth of your identity. Having come through this place, Spirit wants to make sure, always sort of prompts me to say, do you understand? I'm trying to find new ways to interpret that because it always feels a little, arrogant or something. So, lots of love. Amazing shift and change. You are going in to the passageway, the portal that takes you into this place across the divide, so that this shaft of light, that's why Spirit wanted me to talk about it, so that the light can come into your life. That's incredible. For this purpose. Beautiful. Okay, this is the foundation of skill. Look. And remember I said that the shaman goddess has this passionate garment. I think I said it. It was in my head. Now I don't know if my words said it or not. So she's dressed in this red garment. That is about the heat, the fire of passion in this moment for you. And here you are. This is why this is happening. Because you are being given and formulated into this new foundational set point of skills. Spirit says, Spirit knows that you understand this. There are the tools you need, a new tool set. And you are also creating what you need. That's the important part of this, Spirit says. You are now standing before the fire of your own life, having the skills and the foundation to create the tools you need to go forward across your walk into this life, deeper into this life is what the words that are coming through. And as a new foundation from which you take the next step on your spiritual journey. So let's see. What is here? Look at that. So, remember last month, pardon me, we saw this image of this person in a sacred womb, enveloped in water, regestating with all the spirit beings at each corner of the card, just standing with you. Look where you have arrived. This is the quest of art, an artful existence, and look, standing right above, like this, right above the warrior of art. There is a significant shift and change going on for you, very definitely. You are coming to a great discovery. This is about, imagine you're taking a walk sort of through the woods. In a marshland, perhaps, is where this sort of seems to me. And all of a sudden, you pull aside the fronds of the grass and you come upon this magical place that's hidden. And the discovery of that is astounding. Do you see the blue garment and the red hat? Gemini, I've said this before, but your intellect is so keen and so capable is the word that's coming through. That's why Spirit's telling me that you understand this. This is a transformative moment. This stepping into this realization, having been on this quest. This is about coming to a place where you gain peace and tranquility inside your being because you understand something in a moment. And again, Spirit is nudging me. I get a little nudge on my shoulder. That is a portal. If you have not seen the videos about the eclipse, I don't mean to badger you. Spirit continues to forward that message very strong this month. So something's happening. You know, there's another phase of your development, and Spirit just wants to know that you know what the foundation is. There, okay? Spirit wants you to know about that foundation, the portal that opened and the energy that came in, so that you can appreciate and align your energy with what is happening in a way that's known to you, so that you can have this dialogue with Spirit. That's what I'm getting. So, let's see. Look at that. Quest of knowledge. You know, Gemini, you're going deep. Really deep. You're being released because this is your destiny this month. The shaman is here to release you into your destiny. Okay, so this guy, same thing. Okay, passion and transformation. Passion at the back, clasped around the throat chakra. I think, you know, part of what I'm seeing is that over time, what's going to happen is people are going to start to speak about their experiences more openly than they do right now. That is your arrival at the sacred place where the fountain of all wisdom is hidden. Do you see how this is lined up on the table? Look at this. Having come through this portal, arriving in the next place. So Spirit is telling me this is coming through to the earth, through the heavens. Back and forth you're able to go. And as you become aware of yourself on the human plane in this way, it does bring you to another portal. And in that place, when you step through that doorway, you are standing at the fountain of all wisdom, the wisdom of the ancients. There are some people who call this the Akashic records and things like that. It's about spiritual understanding in a very deep way. You see the light beings that emanate in and out of this place and the energy? You have made this discovery. You are going to be standing in this place. Somewhere inside of you, this is where your soul is endeavoring to arrive. That's what Spirit's telling me. Let's see what's here. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so that is the quest of battle. All right. Very clearly, as we saw in this card, as you know, I think in a way this is an announcement. You are questing in a way that is very profound in all of your being, is what I'm getting from Spirit. The quest of art, okay, the warrior of art, the quest of art, the quest of knowledge, and the quest of battle. And do you see this sacred line? I'm going to start separating. Spirit's telling me, move these apart a little bit, because each line is very powerful for you this month, as is the overall story. This quest of battle, we see souls in a boat, adrift, unable, frightened that they will not reach their destination. You see the head sitting there? In the ancient times, the Celtic people believed that the soul resided inside the head. So when we see these images in the various cards, this is about your soul journey. That is why this card is here. And there may have been a part of you that that has felt this way or that feels this way about the messages that are coming through. So this is about the fear that you will never reach your destination. Spirit wants me to show you this. The shore is right there. Whether you can see it in these moments of fear or not, it's right there. Okay? You know, again, it's a little bit of sort of under the cloak of darkness. The sun's coming up. This card, despite the way it looks, is an assurance that you are going to reach your goal. This story that's being told to you this month is there is an assured outcome. This is about that moment that comes at the height, the apex, Spirit says, at the apex of any intense journey, there comes a moment when you have to face your fears. You know what? That's what we were talking about last month. Having to learn how to face your obstacles. This month, you're on a soul level, facing your fears. Just, you know, that feeling of, well, how do I do that as a human entity? You know, how am I supposed to be doing this? I don't understand. So, Spirit is here to talk with you about these things and assure you to see it's going to be okay. Spirit's helping you. You don't have to be perfect all in a moment. It's a journey. And the reason for the journey is because you need time to assimilate and to let your fears come to the surface and to understand that in this moment when you feel that all is lost, that is the moment just before the sun arises and you reach your goal. And you know, there are a lot of women who watch the videos on this channel. Anybody who's given birth or who has assisted someone who's giving birth knows there is a moment of transition when some fear often comes up. And a woman will say, I can't do it. I'm so tired and I'm terrified and, you know, I just don't have what it takes. And of course, you always do. And the next thing you know, there's a beautiful baby laying in your arms, and you forget this. This just goes away. You forget about it. Pretty much. That's how that works. Or there would be no human population, right? So, pardon me. Here's where you have arrived through this incredible portal. Your journey has been informed by these battles of your life, sending you on this sacred quest. Please honor yourself. That's the terminology that's coming through right now. Spirit wants me to make sure to speak with you about holding yourself in the highest regard. We all have things that challenge us. Do not fall into self-abuse, whatever your challenges may have been. This card can indicate having sacred assistance to free yourself from an addiction. So if that is your battle in this lifetime, figuring out your strategy, feeling lost, feeling hopeless, Spirit says, don't denigrate yourself. Understand Spirit's here with you. And there is movement available, there is change available to you in these moments. So let's see what's here. Look, that was there last month. It was here. And now, Spirit says, do this. I'm wondering if you were feeling a sense of overwhelm last month. Because it's part of what Spirit's talking to you about. Look at the beautiful way this quest, this sacred quest, is enveloped. This is the foundation of knowledge. And there you stand in this beautiful place out across the universe with the sacred triad of beings, the ancients, okay? The second message about standing with the wisdom of the ancients. And as you stand there, it is female energy that is with you. Meaning this is a very fertile moment of change. Spirit says, in case it's not clear to you, a very fertile moment of change. Deep, deep, deep across the divide, standing with the wisdom of the ancients, assisted with the sacred shaman to release you into your destiny. And having accompanied you on this journey, this card was here. And so, okay, so Spirit wants you to know that one of the reasons, the way this is lining up this month, is that when you were here, as you travel here, don't ever forget, this is your foundation. This is how you travel. This is what is with you. That's why in this quest going forward, as you continue to develop in 2017, remember that. Spirit says, remember this every time you get scared, every time you have doubt. Imprint this into your mind is the phrase that's coming through. So, an amazing shift and change through these sacred portals, a shamanistic journey about the adventures and the quest of the battles of your life. What could be more beautiful than that? Seriously. Let's look at the outcome. Oh, okay, you know, sometimes I just burst into tears. This is one of those moments. Give me a minute. Gemini. Look. Look at that. Do you see how deep you're journeying? This is very sacred, Spirit says. A very sacred moment. As, again, you are literally, your soul, literally, as you slumber in this realm, your soul, Spirit says, do it like this. Your soul rises, lifts, and goes through a portal with its back to the physical world out into the universe for a sacred journey, because you are shifting and changing. I am so choked up I can hardly speak. All right, I want to show you this a little more closely. Do you see the sacred spiral of life above the head there? And just above that is the sacred bowl, the fountain of wisdom, deep out in the universe. Look, look, look. Wow. Okay. Gemini, just know that through this month I will be thinking about you. And you know what's interesting? I'm going on a journey intentionally just like this. This month, these next couple of months, I've become, you know, I've been told there is a profound shift and change happening for me as well, because I have stepped onto my journey. And so there is a deepening. I very much understand this moment. It is filled with such beautiful emotion, gratitude and awe, gratitude and awe. And Spirit offers those thoughts to you in thanks for what you are willing to do for your own sake, for the sake of Spirit's efforts, and for the sake of humanity. Honor yourself this month. Understand that you are journeying very deeply, and your mundane life may go forward exactly as it always has. You probably are going to feel something on the inside. Allow yourself to spend time with it. If you can take a retreat, even if it's into your bedroom, to close the door and ask your loved ones to please give you some quiet time because you need to pray and meditate, provide that for yourself. Spirit is trying to reach you very directly. Very directly. Thank you so much. I am sending my deep love and gratitude for the commitment that you made on some spiritual level before you incarnated into this lifetime. This is the commitment you made, and it is being revealed to you, this beautiful quest. Thank you so much. From the deepest regions of my own heart, I'll be walking with you through the month of June on my own journey, and I'll be very eager to come and talk with you in July. Thank you, Gemini.